saw it weeks before it happened. I tried to warn him, and when he wouldn't listen, I tried to prepare him for the worst. He was stubborn. He didn't want to believe that anything or anyone could ever tear us apart. But that's just how Damon was. Stubborn to a fault. He once told me that I was the reason that he could feel anything after Catherine. That with me around, he could halfway believe that he'd be okay. But we were supposed to be enemies. We weren't supposed to feel anything at all for each other. He killed my wife. I tried to kill him. And then he actually did kill me. But somehow I was able to look past all this and forgive him. It may have taken a while, but I had forgiven him. Though there were times he didn't seem to have a heart or a soul for that matter. But every day at the time of sunset, he would come find me no matter where I was, and he'd be gentle and start every meeting with an apology. Well, for the first week he did, until I became annoyed and told him to shove his apology. We would laugh and joke around, and sometimes we would just discuss the feelings we weren't supposed to have. Love, in particular, was a hard one to explain. But we didn't try to. We just went with it, and at times the emotions would overwhelm us to the point of an outbreak of passion. It wasn't easy, but we had managed to hide our trysts from our enemies. For if they knew how we really felt, this is what I saw. Our being discovered would lead me to my own discovery. Me being with him was what would kill him. After all he had done to me, all odds were saying I should just stay and let it happen. But after everything that he has now done for me, I stayed, but not to let it happen. Maybe I had needed to prove something to myself. Perhaps I had needed to know that I would not be the one to kill him once I was turned by Esther. I wasn't psychic. I hardly even qualified as important, so I didn't know why I was seeing my future. Perhaps the spirits were warning me to do what only a human could do in a situation like that. I looked down at the ring on my finger. I don't know why I even bothered to wear the thing anymore. The instant I had been turned, it became clear that nothing would kill me. And after I had staked Klaus, and I had seen the look of shock in Damon's eyes, I have to admit, I almost didn't care that I may have ended him. But deep down, I knew that I didn't truly feel that way. And the longer I gazed at him, the more powerful the turmoil I felt became. My head hurt from how hard it was to push down the evil that was telling me to end him myself. I took a step toward him, and he visibly tensed. I paused and frowned at him. Then something occurred to me. I was technically an original, so I should be able to compel him. Damon. I hesitated and laid the white oak stake on the casket. I need you to listen to me carefully. No, I am through listening to anything you have to say. He started to turn away, but in the blink of an eye, I was inches from his face. I gripped him by the shoulders and gazed deep into his eyes. Don't move. Please, just hear me out. He relaxed a bit and blankly stared back at me. For the moment, I believed I had him compelled, so I continued. I know I have no right to ask, but I need you to do something for me. He scoffed. You really think you... Don't talk, just listen. I held his gaze within my own. I need you to forget everything I just did. I paused and thought for a moment. Did I really want to do this? A tear slid from my eyes. I forced myself to continue. I want you to forget all about me. I'm just another vampire who needs to be killed. This is the right thing to do. Don't hesitate. Do whatever it takes to end this threat to the ones you love. I paused again, struggling to hold off the alter ego that was fighting to resurface. I swallowed and refocused my hold on his gaze. When I let go, I want you to rip out my heart. I almost lost my nerve when I noticed the sudden formation of tears in Damon's eyes. You're not going to think twice. Damon swallowed, a single tear sliding down his cheek. I won't hesitate. I won't think twice. I took a deep, shaky breath. I'm sorry, buddy. And let go. A mixture of grief and rage overtook Damon's features as he, no hesitation, plunged his hand into my chest and ripped the life from me.